Hello and welcome to I suppose a channel update. I made a video yesterday and deleted it in classic Pimp My Shed fashion. It was about 26 minutes long. Felt like it went on too long. Felt like I went into too much depth. But I wanted to just sort of do a channel update. So for a long time I've been on YouTube and I've been on Twitch and I've never really sort of taken it as seriously as I liked or as I'd hoped. That's down to a lot of things. First one is laziness. That was brought on by a lot of other things. That was brought on by working night shifts in my previous job for 4 years. It was before that I was at another job where I was drinking myself stupid because the job was just unbelievably stressful. So I wasn't in any sort of fit state to stream or play video games or anything like that. Last November, I just got out of a really nasty relationship with my ex-girlfriend, who was she had a lot of problems with alcohol and she was physically violent towards me, but I'm out of that situation. A year on, it's looking back on it, I sort of cringe, and I think to myself, why did I stay in that sort of situation for so long? The dog might start whimpering because I'm talking to the camera and she's starved of attention because we've just been for a 2-mile walk, but allegedly that's not enough. But that affected me. It affected me in the way I think about things now. I get very bad anxiety. I overthink everything. I'm not good talking to people. I've almost sort of gone inward in a way. A couple of years ago, my dad got diagnosed with cancer. So that would just mess my head up totally. And, he's been given the all clear, thank God, touch wood, it doesn't come back. And then 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago actually, sorry, he had a heart attack. I've moved to somewhere, got a better job, and that involved me relocating and getting my own place. And the second I started the job, got a phone call off my mum. So your dad's had a heart attack. He was in hospital for about a month. They were keeping an eye on him, and he's on medication for the rest of his life. Thankfully, it wasn't too serious. Touch wood again. It was a heart attack. It was serious. But basically, his body telling him to slow down because he's 70 years old, but he still thinks he's, however mentally old people think they are. I still feel like I'm 21 when I'm 37. And I'm not making this video for sympathy. I cannot stand it when people upload to. I'm not on Facebook, but I can't. When I was on Facebook, the amount of people that would upload to try and get, fishing for sympathy, and the only social media that I use is Twitter. I'm not on there as Colin. I'm on there as Pimp My Shed. That's my gaming profile. I don't upload anything personal in there. If it's just about gaming, streams that I'm doing, video game sort of news. So my headspace hasn't been great for ages, but I feel like I'm in a better place now. I feel like I'm in a really sort of a more stable place in my own mind, and I think it's sort of getting away from everything and having sort of a fresh start. Really enjoying my new job. Really, everyone that works there has been really nice, very welcoming, and I've sort of been thinking lately what I want to do with my YouTube channel. And there's not really a lot you can do if you're a video gamer, other than do reviews, let's plays, talking about gaming news, and help videos. it's very sort of limited what you can do. And I've tried everything on this channel. It's sort of been a Frankenstein of mine where it's just sort of trying to just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. The best video I ever made was a Resident Evil help video with the waterfall puzzle. That was back about 3 or 4 years ago. Currently it's at 74,000 views. It's got about 300 and something likes. For a little brief period I was actually making money off that video. But then YouTube changed their policy on how many followers you needed before you could, you know, put revenue on your videos and stuff. But it's not about trying to be internet famous. I could not be arsed with that. Basically, I just want to play video games and have fun and interact with people in the YouTube comments, in the Twitch chat, and just see how much I can how much effort I can put into it and how much growth I can just sort of see. You know, I've put a lot of effort into my streaming. I've bought a new PC for it specifically. I've got all my overlays how I want it. I've got my streaming channel the way I want it. I can upload streams that I do playthroughs from Twitch to YouTube. And that's what I sort of want to do. You know, for ages I was sort of like, I don't really know what to play. I would overthink it and think too much about what I was playing. Well, I don't want to play The Last of Us Part 2 because everyone's playing it and it's a launch, a worldwide launch, and everyone's going to be playing it. And I don't care anymore. I don't want to chase and think about things like that. I don't want to think about, oh well, Callisto Protocol's coming out, but I don't want to stream that because a lot of other people will be streaming it. And it's almost like I just wish I would just get out of my own way sometimes, with the overthinking and everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play what the hell I want to play, do playthroughs that way. I'll probably have one game on at a time, and might jump in and play a bit of multiplayer and stream that as well. But I want to sort of play games that I want to play, and I want to just enjoy playing video games. When it comes to overthinking and stuff, I am terrible for deleting streams and YouTube videos. As soon as I could sit here for 3 hours trying to make a 20-minute video, upload it, and within 2 days I've deleted it because I overthink it. I've got, well, nobody's watched it, it's had no views, it's had no likes, you can't really see your dislikes anymore, which is a good thing for me, I suppose. It's had no interaction, there's nobody commenting, it's shit, nobody's liking it, it's fucking crap, take it down. And that's my thought process for YouTube and making videos, and I can't go on like that. So when I upload, I'm gonna keep it uploaded, and it's more of a confidence thing. It's really a strange thing to put yourself out on the internet, and I'm not saying it's fucking stunning and brave and all that bollocks, you know, but to put yourself out there on the internet, to have people see your face and to sort of judge you on your personality and how you put yourself across. And you know, I'm not a well-read guy, I didn't do very well at school, but I've loved playing video games, and I've played video games since I was 4 years old. So I want to just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't think I'm going to do gaming news. I think that's, I was going to say it's lazy content, but it's not really, because everybody does it. And sitting there playing a video game, other people could look at that and go, well, that's lazy content. Anyone can play a video game. I think it's the talking side of it, and talking for so long, that I sort of need to grasp better. Because I do have a tendency to ramble and not talk about the game. So I really am going to try and keep my videos uploaded, and if there is a big bit of gaming news that is important to me, I will maybe address it and talk about it. But you know, this channel's got 290, YouTube's 290 subscribers, Twitch is 246 followers, but I'm an affiliate on Twitch. That doesn't really mean anything to me. It just means that I can open up donations, and I have got donations on there. I'd never expect anybody to give me any money. I don't even like asking for subscribers. I don't even like asking for people to like the video and put the notification bell on, because I watch so many YouTube videos. But maybe I should do that. Maybe that's the game. Maybe that's what it's all about. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. I don't know. but I don't like asking people to subscribe. I feel like it's cheeky. I think if people are going to subscribe, they will. If people are going to like the video, they will. If people are going to put the notification bell on, they will. If people are going to follow me on YouTube, they will. If anyone's kind enough to donate or whatever, I mean, you sort of look at people on Twitch and go, you know, they're just e-begging and all this, and this isn't what this video's about. I just, you know, it's got nothing to do with that. I don't need anyone's money. But you never know. I've seen videos on YouTube where someone's been sat there and then some rich person in Saudi Arabia has given them £100,000, and I think, well, do you know what? I'd quite accept that if that happened to me. So they are on. I don't expect anything in that regard. You know, I work hard for my money. I pay for all my video games. I buy all the consoles that I want, and that is it. But you watch a video on YouTube, and before they've even got to the content that they're actually, you know, the person's clicked on the video for, it's don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications to keep updated. And I just sort of think it's just peddling in a way. So one of my mottos in life is work hard, stay humble, and you know, I do work hard for my money, and I don't want to get too money for. I feel like I'm getting too money for because this video was never supposed to be about talking about money. So that's it basically. I just want to sort of make content. I want to make the kind of content that I used to enjoy when I used to sit and watch Markiplier play Alien Isolation or watch PewDiePie play Amnesia. You know, I'll play anything that I sort of really fancy playing. I really like horror games. I really like first-person shooters, action adventure games, RPGs. And I just want to do these sort of playthroughs and reviews. I've always sort of shied away from doing a review because I'm not very articulate. I don't class myself as very clever. I don't know any big fancy words or anything like that. So my reviews would just be very basic. Probably this format. Just me sat in front of a camera talking about what I liked and what I didn't like, and I'd give it a score at the end. I've decided to go with a 1 to 5 score rather than a 1 to 10. I think a 1 to 10 score for me personally is a bit too overstretched. I don't really like the decimal system that people review on IGN and everything as well. When you see a game get an 8.9 out of 10, and you think, you know, what was that one decimal point that lost it from getting a 9? And when you're splitting hairs like that, I just think it's a waste of time. So I'm staying away from the 1 to 10 system. I'm staying away from the decimal system. I just want to do a 1 to 5, and my review scale is going to be 1 to 5. 1 is the worst score, 5 is the best. 1 is terrible, 2 is bad, 3 is okay, 4 is great, and 5 is amazing, must play. If I ever give a score of a 5 out of 5, that doesn't mean that the game is perfect. On my review score, that means the game is definitely worth your time. It's a must play. You shouldn't miss out on it. The game still might have something wrong with it. It might have a few little glitches and bugs. But if I think it's a must play and I've sat there and I've thought, wow, that game was amazing, it's going to get a 5 out of 5. I don't believe that there's any such thing as a perfect game. I think when I look at a 10 out of 10 score on all these review sites, I take that to me as being it's a must play, it's worth my time. It's not a game that you should miss out on. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's basically it. I just want to have fun. This channel really hasn't brought me any sort of happiness or joy, and I'm really doing a lot of reflecting lately, especially, you know, since with all the stuff about my dad and everything. It makes you think about life and how short life can be. And I've been a very angry, negative person for a long time. I don't think I am anymore. But when you hang around with negative people and you interact with negativity on Twitter, I used to get into these really stupid Twitter arguments with people about which bit of plastic's better. All this bullshit about, arguing about pointless, petty stuff that really doesn't matter. Video games aren't life. It's a hobby, it's a medium that I enjoy, it's a form of escapism. I think to me it's a form of time travel, it's a form of going to explore different worlds and get lost and, really sort of lose yourself in these amazing worlds and stories that these developers, make for us. So it's not something that I'm totally like, video games are absolutely my life. They are, but there's more to it than that now. And I think, there's a couple of people that a couple of friends, I would say, well, one of them was a friend anyway, very negative. One was a friend, one was an acquaintance, very negative people. They would sort of bring you down if they're, constantly miserable. Cut them out of my life now, totally, completely. They're from my hometown, don't speak to them again, don't think I ever will. Try to surround myself with more positivity. I'm only tweeting out now if it's positive. I'm sick of tweeting out negative shit and getting. There's actually somebody who, in New York, I was talking to, some woman, and I was complaining about something. I can't remember what it was, and this wasn't that long ago. And she unfollowed me, and I DM'd her and I said, "Look, I'm really sorry if that tweet's upset you to the point where you've unfollowed." And she says, "I'm just so sick of being on Twitter, coming onto Twitter, trying to sort of find positive things to talk about in gaming, and constantly just been barraged with negativity." And we talked it out, and she followed me again, and it really sort of stuck with me, that. And I've said to myself after that, I'm not engaging in any sort of negative behaviour online. And I think, it's like a virus, negativity. It just spreads and it affects people. I love this hobby. I also hate the way, like I say, it brings out the worst in people. It's definitely brought the worst out in me a few times. I'll hold my hands up to that, but I don't want it to I want to change, and I want to be a positive sort of force on my channel, my streams, my Twitter. I just want to enjoy gaming, and if that sounds like something that you fancy doing as well and you want to come along for the ride, then consider following, subscribing, whatever. I know I don't like asking to do that, but I would love to have any more, if any, positive people to go on this journey with. I have a lot more free time now. I try not to talk about work, but the job that I'm doing now is a more well-paid job than I was doing before. It's still, relatively the same sort of work, but it's a better company. My days off are more frequent. My times, I start work at 3 o'clock this afternoon, don't finish till 10 o'clock. I can still stream tonight when I get in if I want. I can stream in the morning because I'm not at work at 3 till 3 again. So I've got more time to do this. I've got a game room now. This is where I'll be doing all my streams. I've got a nice desk. I've got a Series X, PS5, PlayStation. I've got another parcel arriving today, which I'm going to do an unboxing with if it comes before 3 o'clock. We started a playthrough yesterday of the Lust Beyond, or Lust from Beyond. It was a weird indie game on Steam. It's like a horror game, but it's all to do with like worshipping this erotic demigod, and I was quite enjoying it actually. It's a little bit cringe, a little bit seedy, but they're the sort of games that I want to play. I've got loads of games in my Steam wish list, just games that I've never heard of, and I just want to enjoy games. I want to enjoy playing video games again. I want to fall in love with it again. I don't want to be worried about what other people are playing and what I should be playing. I want to play games that are relative to me and what I think are good. And I really want to do these playthroughs. I just finished a Plague Tale Requiem. That was a very close 5 out of 5 game for me. I actually started it as a playthrough, totally fucked it up. Had the playthrough, I did 3 chapters, three playthroughs, part 1, 2 and 3. Part 3 was just this. Totally just forgot to take, to change the scene on the stream and put gameplay up. And when I ended the stream, I was devastated because it It was a good playthrough. I was enjoying it, and that's what I want to do. So I don't want to ramble too much. That's just sort of where I've been at for the past, what feels like years, headspace wise. I do, like I say, love playing video games, and I want to do more playthroughs and just try and gather a little bit of a sort of small following, because it's nice that I've grown this channel into. And I know for a fact, if I was in this headspace now, back then, I think this channel would be, in the late hundreds, maybe thousands, who knows. But you never know, do you? But you get out what you put in. I always say that, and I've not been putting in enough, so I've not been getting out enough. I don't want to just fixate on one game genre. I want to play, variety streamer and stuff. I know that's a harder sort of thing to do. Most people find one game and stick at that and become semi-focused around that game, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to go now. We're going to carry on playing this playthrough of From Lust Beyond, or whatever it's called, and we'll see you again. But I just wanted to sort of give a little update, and yeah, that's where we're going to be. So appreciate it. Thanks as always, and we'll see you again on the next video.